caring. And what men have done to female animals is so incredibly hideous. And it's right at the most worst thing. I mean, it's the uteruses and mammary glands of female animals. From the beginning, I think we all know in our bones, if there's something we should just not mess with, we should just respect, leave it alone, it's mothers giving birth to their babies, nursing those babies, caring for those babies. But from the very beginning, that was what was attacked and controlled, and it was the stealing and killing of the babies. And I think in order to do that, we as a culture had to just repress and pretty much exterminate Sophia, our inner wisdom. And because we have done that as a culture, we can brutalize billions of animals, we can destroy rainforests, we can destroy the ocean, we can destroy the inner landscapes of our children's emotional minds, and we just don't care. We really don't, we just don't care. We have learned to disconnect because we're eating violence and we're causing it on such a massive level, we've internalized it to such a deep level, that all of our efforts for peace and justice are merely ironic. We want peace and justice. We want freedom, and we refuse to give it to billions of animals who are at our mercy and would like to live their lives. And this is the unyielding dilemma that we face as a culture. When Michael Pollan wrote The Omnivore's Dilemma, I had already written in this book about the unyielding dilemma that our culture has. And I think until we understand this and actually change our behavior, all our efforts are merely ironic. And this is the challenge that we have as a culture. And we must, because if we don't change what we're doing to animals for food, we will for sure devastate. This culture will go extinct, and we won't even know why it happened. We won't even know, because the underlying forced denial, just not wanting to see it, is so pervasive. So that's the chapter Domination of the Feminine. And then there's one called The Metaphysics of Food, which basically goes into the idea that not only are we eating sort of physical toxins when we eat animal foods, but we're eating metaphysical toxins. We're eating terror. We're eating panic and fear, and this whole idea, materialism is very pervasive in our culture. We think that if you can't measure something on a scientific instrument, it doesn't exist. But this materialism is really a result, I believe, of looking with eyes that only see things rather than seeing beings. That, we don't see the beautiful life. And so I have a whole chapter that goes into the metaphysics of food, which is very interesting, I think. But and then there's a chapter called about science and religion. Science and religion are portrayed in our culture as